that Cameroon is tired of war. No, it is not. Every one of their action is proving to the contrary. Today is Friday, November the 4th. In the year of our Lord 2022, I am your comrade in arms for the independence of the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. Chris Ano, fellow Ambazonians. I have just received confirmation that Comrade Abdul Karim was yesterday, Thursday, November the 3rd, moved from his detention center in upstation Bamenda to set in Yaoundé in La République du Cameroon. We do not know his situation over there, but what we can tell you is that Abdul was met by his lawyers today for a briefing. Any other thing else, we do not know. Now, you will recall that I came to you last time informing you that if Cameroon says they are tired of war and want to negotiate peace and justice, any form of negotiation must start with the release of some of our leaders who ought to be on that table. And I mentioned specifically Sisiku, Ayuk, Tabe, and Ngala. Now, instead of yielding to our counsel, La République has instead removed or moved Abdul Karim from Bamenda to a bigger and more torturous detention center at the heart of your capital. Fellow Ambazonians, I come to you again warning you of what is going on in Canada. Canada is Fumban number 2 and Grand National Dialogue number 2. We must stay away from it, because if you think that La République is truly tired of war, they will not be picking up, ladies and gentlemen, our fighters, our leaders, and locking them up behind bars indefinitely without trial. So I am encouraging every Ambazonian. We must all stand up and resist this Canadian sham. We must resist it. We must resist it with every might within us. And the so-called CDN must also be resisted. Nobody will understand that CDN is in Canada, bringing our fighters, our commanders together to probably eventually get them to lay down their arms. And they say they are trying to forge unity within the groups, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody has given CDN any powers, any right to speak for Ambazonia. The CDN is an accomplice with La République du Cameroon and with the Canadians. What is going on in Canada, so-called peace talks? Fellow Ambazonians, we came into this war knowing exactly what we want. We want a free and independent Southern Cameroons. Nothing short of that. Nothing besides that. And so this Canadian thing that they will sit there telling us they are fighting for peace, and at the same time they are arresting and locking up our leaders without any judgment. What does it tell you? What does it tell you? So please, I want to encourage any serious Ambazonian leader going to Canada, stay away from Canada, because you, at the end of the day, you would have been exposed for who you are, and you would have been left alone. If La République is serious and they are tired of war, let them put everything on the table and start with the release of Ayuk, Tabe, Ngala, and the rest of the NERA detainees, including Abdul Karim. Ali, this is our position. We must all fight for it. And to the AROFs on ground zero, the restoration fighters on ground zero, listen to the sound of my voice. One of these days, if you are not careful, you will all be bundled and handed over to La République du Cameroon, coming from Canada, from the peace talks in Canada. Again, if you are not careful, all of you who are in the so-called Ground Zero Command will all be bundled and sent over to La République du Cameroon. That is the grand plan. That is the grand plan. And the CDN is behind this, working on behalf of the Prime Minister's office and the Canadian mediators. Please, this war isn't going to end tomorrow. We are not in any rush to get to the negotiation table because Cameroon is not ready. When they are ready, we will know, and we will meet them at the table. But for now, until they release our detainees, release Ayuk Tabe, release Abdul Karim, release Tassan Wilfred, release Mfongalamfo, and all of them behind bars, nothing, zero, like any peace talks. God bless you all. Send this news around.